Good morning to everyone. Today topic is digestion and absorption. Okay. Today topic is digestion and absorption. Okay. Why we need digestion means the digestion will be occurred in inside to mentally, physically to fit and well develop in our body. So what are the organs are inside or what are the tissues are inside? They are get repair and grow. Okay, the digestion will be start mouth to anus. So what are the process mouth to anus? We will see now. Mouth leads tongue, palate, teeth. Okay, this is called as buccal cavity. Next, esophagus. Next, esophagus to stomach. Next, small intestine. Next, large intestine. Next, anus. Next, anus. The first mouth leads three things. Next, esophagus leads pharynx and trachea. Pharynx and trachea. So pharynx also there in oropharynx and esophagus is there. Next, stomach leads cardiac part, fundic part, pyloric part. Next, small intestine. Small intestine leads duodenum, jejunum. Next, ileum. Next, large intestine leads ascending colon, transverse colon. Next, descending colon. Next, sigmoid colon. Sigmoid colon also leads cecum. In large intestine. Means anus it is leads. No, nothing. It is two leads. And before it is rectum is there. Okay, this is the path. The digestion will be start mouth, ends anus. Okay, one by one we will discuss and we will see that everything in detail. The first thing is mouth. Mouth leads buccal cavity. First we have to see tongue, palate and teeth. Okay, right. Okay, you have to see here. The first thing is tongue. First thing is tongue. Okay, this is tongue. Okay, this is called tongue, and anteriorly it is free. Anteriorly it is free. Posteriorly it is fixed. Posteriorly fixed. Okay, this hanging structure, it is to be fixed in this upper jaw and lower jaw. It will be combined. The part is here. It is to be mixed to here in the tongue. Fixed to here in the tongue. So this fix or the hanging structure here, it is to be found in phrenic muscles. Phrenic muscles. Phrenic muscle or frenulum or frenulum. This is the hanging structure is called frenulum or phrenic muscle. Frenulum or phrenic muscle. So this is tongue. Anteriorly it is free. Posteriorly it is fixed. Posteriorly it is fixed. Okay. It is also having, the tongue is having skeletal muscles and smooth muscles. Skeletal muscles and smooth muscles. Okay. So the tongue is consist. It is having some taste buds is there. Some taste buds. Okay. The tip of the tongue. The tip of the tongue, it is called fungiform. Fungiform. Next, in the side of the tongue. The side of the tongue, it is called filiform. Filiform. And in the middle of the tongue, it is called foliate. It is called foliate papillae. And here it is there. This is called circumvallate. Circumvallate. Circumvallate papillae. Circumvallate papillae. In certain age will become, the foliate papillae will be reduced. The foliate papillae will be reduced. The foliate papillae to uses for herbivorous animals. To uses for herbivorous animals. In human beings, certain age will become. So the foliate papillae will be reduced. Foliate papillae will be reduced. Okay. In the tongue is having different types of taste buds. Different types of taste buds. Here, the inside the taste buds is having different types of cells. Different types of cells. That cells are, it is called neural sensation. Neural sensation. So whenever you have to eat the food or taste the food, the cells are to be neurally sensitized. Neurally sensitized to give a taste. To give a taste. What are the cells to be present in the tongue? The cells is called serous cells. Serous cells. Okay, the tongue is having serous cells. The cells are to be neural sensation will be created. The cells, it is neurally sensitized to give a taste. To give a taste. So this is tongue. This is a tongue. Okay, the first thing is tongue. Means mouth, lids. First thing is tongue, palate, teeth. Palate, teeth. So that three things also called buccal cavity. That three things also called buccal cavity. So first thing is completed. This is called tongue. This is called tongue. This is called tongue. Okay. Next we will move to the palate. Next we will move to the palate. Next thing is palate. Next thing is palate. This is called palate. This is called palate. This is an palate. So anteriorly it is hard palate. Anteriorly hard palate. Posteriorly it is soft palate. Posteriorly soft palate. Okay, so it is made with skeletal muscles and bones. Okay, it is to be separating for air passage and food passage. It is like a flyover. It is like a flyover. It is to be differentiate two things. One is food passage, another thing is air passage. Okay, this here the posteriorly the soft palate peeks into the upper jaw. That structure is called uvula. That structure is called uvula. That structure is called uvula. Okay, it is the posteriorly it will be fixed in soft muscles, in soft palate or soft muscles. Okay, soft muscles or smooth muscles. Okay, in anteriorly it is a hard palate. Anteriorly it is a hard palate. It is to be separating two passages. One is air passage, another thing is food passage. One is air passage, another thing is food passage. Okay, so the hanging structure is called uvula. The hanging structure is called uvula. So this is palate. This is palate. Okay, next we will move to teeth. Next we will move to teeth. What are the teeth and different types of teeth is there? So now we will see the teeth. This is called an palate. This is called as palate. Okay, now we are moving to teeth. Okay, tongue is completed, palate is completed. Now we will move to teeth. Teeth. So now you have to see upper jaw. This is called upper jaw. Okay, upper jaw is having teeth. Okay, the first it is called as a canines. Sorry, incisors. This is called. This two is called incisors. This is called canine, and these are premolars. This is called molars. This is called molars. Okay, incisors, canines, premolars, and molars Okay, molars. Okay, sorry that here it is. Sorry, changing. It is molars. It is molars and premolars Two, one means molars. Sorry, two premolars, three molars. Molars and premolars Okay, this is our teeth. Okay, how many canines? Sorry, how many incisors? Two incisors. How many canines? One canine. How many premolars? Two premolars. How many molars? Three molars. How many molars? Three molars. Incisors, canines, and premolars and molars means two incisors, one canine, two premolars and three molars. Okay, that is called 2 1 2 3 by 2 1 2 3. Why? Because I am saying 2 1 2 3 by 2 1 2 3. Half of the jawbone is called 2 1 3 formula. Means two incisors, one canine, two premolars, three molars. At the same time, remaining half jawbone is also having two incisors, one canine, two premolars, three molars. Same thing is lower jaw also there. Half of the jawbone is having 2 1 3. Remaining half of the jawbone is called 2 1 2 3. 2 1 2 3. This is having in adult formula. So because we have to see in childhood. childhood. That childhood is having milk teeth. That childhood is having milk teeth. That milk teeth is go away. It is to replace permanent teeth. It is to be replaced permanent teeth. What are they? We have to see now. We have to see now. Okay, the milk set. Milk set means 2102. 2102 by 2102. 2102 by 2102. This is called milk set. This is called milk set. Means how many incisors? 2 incisors. 1 canine. Okay. There is no premolars. There is no premolars and 2 molars and 2 molars. Okay. It is having only 20 teeth. It is having only 20 teeth. And adult is having 32 teeth. 32 teeth. The one time in life. Okay. The one time in life it is to be formed and 12 teeth. Okay. They are permanent teeth is coming in lifetime in once. Lifetime in once. That is called permanent teeth. That is called permanent teeth. Okay. Here milk set is 20 teeth. 20 teeth. That milk set is go away. It is to replace permanent teeth. And also to differentiate adult and childhood is having 12 teeth are extra. 12 teeth are extra. What are the 12 teeth? What are the 12 teeth? The 12 teeth where it is completely one set of premolars and one set of molars. Completely complete 2 premolars and 1 molar. 1 molar. This is called monophyodont teeth. This is called monophyodont teeth. This is called monophyodont teeth. It is to be come in once in life. It is to come in once in life. Remaining teeth are, it is replacing one time. It is replacing one time. When your childhood is having 20 teeth. 20 teeth. That is called as milk teeth. That is that is replaced on permanent teeth. That is replaced on permanent teeth. Which how many are replacing? 20 also it is replacing. But 12 teeth are extra. That is 12 teeth are coming in once in life. 12 teeth comes in once in life. Okay. This is called monophyodont teeth. Monophyodont teeth. And this is also called deciduous teeth. This is also called deciduous teeth. Deciduous teeth. Deciduous teeth. Deciduous teeth. Deciduous teeth. Deciduous teeth. How many are extra? Complete premolars and one set of molars. One set of molars. This is also called wisdom teeth. This is also called wisdom teeth. It is really wisdom teeth? No. That age will be coming the mental maturity and related to knowledge. Related to knowledge means, so that age will become the teeth will be there. Okay. The teeth will be is coming. It is to related to the mental maturity and it is to be relating for it is knowledge, acquiring knowledge. Okay. That stage is called that is called this wisdom teeth. Wisdom teeth. It is not really wisdom teeth. Okay. It is nothing but wisdom means it is called and it's nothing but that age. That age is called having mental maturity and it is related to knowledge. It is mentally they are mature. Mentally they are mature. Okay. Okay. This is teeth. This is teeth. Okay. This is called as teeth. This is called as teeth. This is called as teeth. Okay. Now we are seeing the structure of teeth. Now we will see the structure of teeth. Okay. We have to see the structure of teeth. structure of teeth. Structure of teeth. Okay, now you will see the structure of teeth. Okay, this is our teeth. This is called jawbone. This is called jawbone. This is called jawbone. So okay, it is here. It is to be attaching in gums. Here it is to be attaching in gums. Here it is to be attaching in gums. Okay, here it is to be attaching in gums. Okay, the topmost layer is called enamel. Topmost layer is called enamel. The enamel is derived from ectodermal origin. Ectodermal origin. Ectodermal origin. Ectodermal origin. Okay, in our body, hardest and strongest part it is called white and shiny part, the enamel. White and shiny part is called enamel. Okay, that enamel is derived from ectodermal origin. Ectodermal origin. Okay, that ectodermal origin is to be formed an amyloblast cells. Amyloblast cells. Amyloblast cells. Amyloblast cells. Okay. Enamel is derived from ectodermal. Ectodermal is derived from amyloblast cells. Amyloblast cells. And the inner layer, this is called dentin. This is called dentin. This is called dentin. Okay, the dentin is derived from mesodermal origin. Mesodermal origin. This is called mesodermal origin. Mesodermal origin. Mesodermal origin. So the mesodermal origin is derived from odontoblast cells. Odontoblast cells. Okay, odontoblast cells. Odontoblast cells. Okay, the mesoderm is derived from odontoblast cells. Okay, here the odontoblast cells, it is to be lining is there. Odontoblast cells lining will be there. Odontoblast cells is lining is there. Odontoblast cells lining is there. Lining is there. Lining is here. Odontoblast cells lining is there. Okay, the white and shiny part is called enamel. Next comes to beside, which is called dentin, derived from mesodermal, and mesodermal it is to be formed an odontoblast cells. Odontoblast cells. Odontoblast cells. Odontoblast cells. Next, coming to this one, this part is called pulp cavity. This part is called pulp cavity. Pulp cavity means and all things of arteries and veins. So what are the exchange of substances and all the nutrients, all substances will be going into this way. Going into this way means the nerves and arteries and veins, what are they? They are going in pulp cavity to exchange substances and nutrients. Exchange substances and nutrients. Next, how to attach, how to fix or attach in the jawbone. How to fix or attach in the jawbone. Okay, this is called crown region and this is called neck region and this is called root region. This is called root region. Root region. Okay. So how to fix or attach in jawbone? Okay. So here the jawbone is having periodontal membrane. Periodontal membrane. And the teeth means inside. It is having, what is this? Cementum. What is this layer? Cementum. This is called cementum. So both are it is to be fixing. Both are it is called mucous secreted membranes. Both are it is to be fixing. Both membrane it is to fixing to fix the jawbone. Okay. So what are the layers? Outside to inside, inside to outside. The first cementum, periodontal membrane. Next coming to dentin to enamel. At the same time, outside to inside. Okay. Here crown region. Here also there periodontal membrane, cementum, and odontoblast. Odontoblast lining is there, and pulp cavity. Okay. Pulp cavity and odontoid membrane or odontoblast lining is there, and cementum and periodontal membrane. Okay, are you understand? Okay, this is called enamel. Enamel is derived from ectodermal to form an ameloblast cells. This is called dentin. This dentin is derived from mesodermal origin. It is to be formed an odontoblast cells. This is called odontoblast lining. So in this layer is called a pulp cavity. Pulp cavity is having arteries and veins and some capillaries is there. Because of exchange of nutrients and substances. So whatever it is, gas also to be exchanged. This is called crown region. This head part is called crown region, and this is called neck region. This is called root region. The inside to the first it is called pulp cavity. Pulp cavity after it is called odontoid membrane or odontoblast cells or lining is there. It is also odontoid membrane. Next coming to cementum and periodontal membrane. So this is the structure of teeth. Next we will move to esophagus. Okay, next these three are completed. It is called buccal cavity. Next we will see now what is the use of buccal cavity. Okay, the first means the digestion will be start in mouth. Okay, mouth means in between two lips. It is there, tongue is there, teeth is there, and palate is there. Okay, in buccal cavity three things is there. Or mouth is having three things. Okay, the mouth will be start in two lips, between two lips or two jawbones. Whatever we will eat, the food particles, that food particles also to use teeth to crushing the food particles, and tongue is to throwing the between jawbones. The tongue is throwing the between the jawbones. Palate it is to be also separating for two membranes, is air passage and food passage. Means so here. So what are the food particles we will eat? Okay, the teeth also we are using to crush the food particles. At that same time, the teeth I mean the teeth also using for mechanical digestion, and tongue also it is to be throwing the between jawbones, It means we are the food particles fully chewing. Whenever we will crushing the food particles, at the same time the saliva will be mixed. Means the saliva is having the saliva amylase, and it is also called in Thailand, and it is a mixture of mucus. Okay, that is also releasing. So that is comes to mix in crushing the food particles. That's time the saliva amylase will be mixed to create a bolus. That bolus will be swallowing. In esophagus. Before the entry is called esophageal sphincter. So once it will be enter, it will be reaches thoracic region to abdomen. There is having stomach. At the mouth, the digestion will be start the first mouth. So mouth, which digestion will be start there? So whenever mixed to saliva in the mechanical digestion or crushing the food particles time, so the saliva is releasing some chlorine ions, some small fats, and sodium ions, some salts. So that are mixing with food particles and crushing to create a bolus. That's time in our mouth the small things. So means some chlorine ions, some sugars, and some small fats also to be digestion will be started in our mouth. Okay, next we will move to the esophagus. We will see now esophagus. Okay, in our neck region we will see this is called trachea. This opening is called glottis. This finger-like projection or finger-like structure is called epiglottis. This entry is called esophageal sphincter. This is called esophagus. The esophagus is made with fully smooth muscles. Okay, so whenever the food particles crushing after, we will swallowing that food particles, that is called a bolus. We are swallowing. That's time the epiglottis will be closed. Means that finger-like structure it will be closed, and directly food and water will be passed into the esophagus. esophagus. Okay, when we will eat or drink the water and whatever the food particles we will eat, that's the time the epiglottis will be closed. Epiglottis will be closed, and directly we will eat the food particles directly goes to esophagus. Directly goes to esophagus. Esophagus directly to reach stomach. Directly to reach stomach. Okay, this is the structure of esophagus. This is the structure of esophagus, and also to lead epiglottis and trachea. Also to lead epiglottis and trachea. So this is also called pharynx region. This is also called pharynx region. Next we will move to stomach. Next we will move to stomach. It is called, next thing is called stomach. Next thing is called stomach. Okay, next thing is called stomach. Okay, this is called stomach. This is esophagus. Esophagus. Okay, this is cardiac sphincter. Cardiac sphincter. This part is called cardiac part. Cardiac region. Cardiac region. This is called fundic region. Fundic region. Fundic region. And next, this is called pyloric region. Pyloric region. Pyloric part. And this sphincter is called pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter. Okay. So we will see in our stomach, and directly what are the food particles we will swallow to reach directly in stomach. Directly in stomach. Okay, never comes out. Never comes out. It is called one-way gut process. One-way gut process means once we will eat, directly it goes through the anus. Never it will comes out. Never it will comes out. Okay, it is called one-way process. It is called a one-way process or gut way process. Okay, this is called esophagus. This sphincter is called cardiac sphincter. This part is called cardiac part. This part is called fundic region. Fundic region. This is called pyloric region. This sphincter is called pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter. Okay, so whatever we will eat and swallowing, the food particle directly reach in the stomach. The stomach is having HCl. The stomach is having HCl. The stomach is having HCl. Means okay, the food particles directly goes to stomach to mix with HCl. To mix with HCl, and the HCl will be start to kill the pathogens. To kill the pathogens means, so we will eat different types of foods. Different types of foods means, so we will store in refrigerator, and also we will store in other places. Okay, that food particles we will eat. Okay, so we don't know, so what are the viruses and what are the bacteria are present in their food particles, we don't know. So that's why directly we can take and eat. Okay, that food particle directly goes to stomach. Okay, that stomach is having the stomach is having HCl, hydrochloric acid, and first thing is the hydrochloric acid to kill the pathogens, and the HCl mix with food. It is highly acidic food. It may damage the walls of stomach. Okay, this part is called a stomach. This part it is called a stomach. Between fundic region and pyloric region, this region is having stomach. It is having 5 layers. What are the layers? We will discuss it clearly. The first, it is having is highly acidic medium. Highly acidic medium. The enzymes are to be working in highly acidic medium. Highly acidic medium. That acidic medium food will be comes to duodenum to small intestine, because they are directly comes here, may damage the walls. Because our stomach walls also there, and duodenum walls also there, and small intestine walls also there. Okay, it will comes and all walls are to be damages. That's why one more arrangement is to be here. So what is the arrangement? We will see. Okay. Okay, this is called liver. This is pancreas. Okay, so here the stomach is having highly acidic medium. So the enzymes are worked in highly acidic medium. It is called a partially digested food. It is called as a chyme. Means highly acidic food or partially digested food. It is having highly acidic medium. That's why here it is called chyme. That is called a chyme. Means it is mixed with HCl. And highly acidic medium food. The enzymes are working in acidic medium and may damage the stomach walls also there, and duodenum walls also there, and small intestine walls also there. It is called a partially digested food. That is called a chyme. Okay, that partially digested and the chyme will be entering into the duodenum wall. Here the pancreas will be releases pancreatic juice. And liver will be released bile juice. And duodenum, this is called the duodenum part. This duodenum part will be release succus enterica. Succus enterica is nothing but intestinal juice. Okay, succus enterica is nothing but intestinal juice. Means the intestinal walls is having different types of glands. Okay, so we will later discuss in the glands. We will discuss only the anatomy of digestion and absorption. Tomorrow we will discuss what are the glands are present inside and outside to support digestion. That is also called accessory glands or associated glands. We will see tomorrow. Totally glands will be discussed tomorrow. Okay, we will see now only anatomy of digestion and absorption. Okay, this duodenum is having the duodenum also to be released succus enterica. So it will be comes out the chyme here, and pancreatic juice also comes here, and bile juice also comes here, and succus enterica also to be comes here. So here chyme will be entering to the duodenum walls, and pancreatic juice will be enter, and bile juice also will be enter, and intestinal juice also will be enter. In highly acidic medium food or partially digested food, it is called chyme. The chyme will be entering to the duodenum walls. This all juices will be enter to the chyme will be converted into alkaline medium. The chyme will be converted into alkaline medium. The chyme converted into alkaline medium. Alkaline medium means the complex food materials or the complex food particles will be broken down into simple form. Simple form. It is called as absorption form. Absorption form means highly acidic medium food or partially digested food is called chyme. The chyme will be entering into the duodenum walls. That highly acidic medium food will be converted into alkaline medium. Here one type of arrangement will be there in pancreatic juice and bile juice and intestinal juice. It is called nothing but succus indica. These three are to be entering to mix with highly acidic medium food, that is called chyme. That chyme will be converted into alkaline medium. Alkaline medium. So here it is not damaging for walls. It is not damaging for walls. One more thing is important. In only acidic medium, highly acidic medium, the enzymes are working. The enzymes are working. Whenever it will be the breakdown in alkaline medium, then activators also there. It will be activated to digest the simple form. To digest the simple form. Okay. So we will see here. This is called hepatic duct or bile duct. Hepatic duct. Hepatic duct, and this is called gallbladder. Gallbladder. This duct is called cystic duct. This duct is called cystic duct. This is called common bile duct. This is called common bile duct. Common bile duct. Common bile duct. Common bile duct, and this is called pancreatic duct. This is called pancreatic duct, and this is called hepatopancreatic duct. Hepatopancreatic duct. Hepatopancreatic duct. Hepatopancreatic duct. Here the entering of duodenum part. Here one sphincter is there. It is very important. Very important. The sphincter is called OD sphincter. The sphincter is called OD sphincter. OD sphincter is very important. Very important. This turning also, C-shaped turning also is having ampoule of water. Ampoule of water. This turning means it is C-shaped or U-shape. This is called, this turning is called ampoule of water. This turning is called ampoule of water. Ampoule of water. Ampoule of water. This turning is called ampoule of water. Ampoule of water. Okay, this is a story about stomach. Okay, so what are the glands are present inside? What are the glands are present inside? And intestinal and small intestine, large intestine and duodenum part. So that glands are discussing we will later. First we have to see the stomach. Here the funding region and between pyloric region, in the middle part is having stomach. In stomach the HCl is there. So HCl may damage the walls. So the wall is having 5 layers. What are the layers and how it will be save the excoriation? Excoriation means it is to burning of walls, means it is because of HCl, may damage the walls in HCl in stomach. So that's why it is having 5 layers. How to protect the 5 layers in excoriation? 5 layers of excoriation. So we will see now. Okay, Next, so what are the layers? Okay, this is stomach. Okay, this is cardiac region, fundic and pyloric. Pyloric. Okay, pyloric. Okay, this region is having stomach. This region is having stomach. So, what are the layers are present in the stomach? We will see now. Okay, the first layer, it is called serosa. The first layer is called serosa. This is called serosa layer. Serosa layer. This is having serosa layer. Next layer is having muscular layer. Next layer is having muscular layer. Muscular layer. Next layer is having muscular layer. This is called muscular layer. Muscular layer. The muscular layer is having two types of muscles. One is longitudinal muscles. Longitudinal muscles and circular muscles. And circular muscles. Circular muscles. Okay. Serosa layer, muscular layer. Next coming to submucosa. Next coming to submucosa. Next coming to submucosa. This is called submucosa layer. This is called submucosa layer. Submucosa layer. Next layer it is called mucosa. Next layer is called mucosa. Okay, this layer is called mucosa layer. Okay, this layer is having mucosa layer. Okay, this is having mucosa layer. Mucosa layer. Mucosa layer. Okay, this is serosa layer, and muscular layer is having longitudinal muscles or longitudinal and circular muscles, and submucosa and mucosa. Submucosa and mucosa. Okay, see this mucosa is having in every folding is there gastric rugae. This is called gastric rugae. This is called gastric rugae. This is called gastric rugae. Gastric rugae. Gastric rugae. Okay, this mucosa is having in foldings where it is to be folded. This mucosa, thus folding is having is, so what is this? Points are there, gastric rugae. Gastric rugae. And also the mucosa layer is, it is to be secreting mucus. It is called a jelly like material, or it is called a capsule. Capsule material. Capsule material. Why it is to be releasing mucus or capsule or jelly like material means it is to be protecting for HCl. HCl may damage the walls. May damage the walls. Okay, the mucosa membrane or mucosa layer, it is to be secreting mucus or jelly like material or capsule. So it is to be protecting for HCl. HCl is highly acidic medium. It is to be damage the walls. Damage the walls. It is to be protecting for these layers. Protecting for these layers means may excoriation. Excoriation means may damage the walls because cause of HCl. Cause of HCl. That's why mucosa layer will be releasing some gastric juices or a mucosa. So it is to be formed in capsule-like material or jelly-like material. It is to be protecting for damaging of walls. Damaging of walls. And one more thing is there, the submucosa is having some oblique muscles. Oblique muscles. Oblique muscles. Oblique muscles. It is not continuously. It is not continuously. It is having oblique muscles. Oblique muscles. Oblique muscles. Not continuously. Not continuously. And one more thing is the circular layer it is having parasympathetic nervous system is there. Parasympathetic nervous system is there. Why the parasympathetic nervous system here means it is the absorption time, some mechanical shocks are and mechanical digestion will be there. That's the time it is to be balancing for the peristaltic movement. It is to be balancing for peristaltic movements. Also it will be comes in some mechanical shocks. Okay, so that is to be the neural sensation is to be here in the parasympathetic nervous system. It is to be in balancing for peristaltic movements. Balancing for peristaltic movements. That is called parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic. Parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system to balance the peristaltic movements. To balance the peristaltic movements. Peristaltic movements. And oblique muscles also is there. Okay, so in some mechanical shocks also to be absorbed. Some mechanical shocks also to be absorbed, and it will be balancing. Okay, these layers are to be found in this stomach wall. Okay, here is having HCl. Here is having HCl. Okay, and mucosa also is having some finger-like projection also there. This is called villi. Finger-like projection also is there. Means why it is to be absorption of the food particles. Okay, these are the layers. This is layers to present in stomach. This layers is to be present in stomach. In duodenum part, this all layers also to be found in stomach and duodenum part and small intestine. Okay, small intestine part. Okay, duodenum part and small intestine part. Okay, in duodenum part also having this all layers. Okay, submucosa in duodenum part is having Brunner's glands. Brunner glands are to present in submucosa layer means duodenum is having Brunner glands. Brunner glands are present in submucosa layer. And small intestine. Then small intestine is also having mucosa layer. It is to be present in crypts of liver cone. Small intestine is also having all layers, but here submucosa is having Brunner glands, and small intestine mucosa layer is having in crypts of liver cone. Means in mucosa layer is having finger-like projection. In this finger-like projection is having intestinal glands is there. Intestinal glands is present in between the foldings. In finger-like projection is here in finger-like projection in middle, it is having crypts of liver cone. Crypts of Leverkusen. Okay, this also one of the intestinal gland. Intestinal glands means crypts of Leverkusen and Brunner glands. So both are releasing succus centrica. Succus centrica means it's nothing but intestinal juice. Nothing but intestinal juice. The duodenum is having 5 layers. Small intestine is also having 5 layers. Stomach also is having that 5 layers. But the differentiation means the duodenum also having 5 layers. In the duodenum part is in submucosal layer is having Brunner glands. Brunner's glands. And comes to small intestine, the mucosa is having crypts of Leverkusen. Crypts of Leverkusen. Both glands are to be releasing succus enterica. Succus enterica. In the duodenum wall, Brunner's glands also to be releasing succus enterica, and small intestine also crypts of Leverkusen also to be releasing in small intestine succus enterica. It's nothing but intestinal juice. Here duodenum in pancreatic juice, bile juice, and intestinal juice. And chyme. The 4 things also to be mixed the duodenum part. The chyme will be converted into alkaline medium. Okay, this is the story about stomach layers. Next we will move to small intestine. Okay. Okay, now we are discussing small intestine. Small intestine leads duodenum and jejunum, ileum. Okay, we will see 3 things. Okay, small intestine. This is called duodenum. And small intestine. This is called jejunum. In highly coil-like tube. Is called. Highly coil-like tube is called. It is ileum. Highly coil-like tube is called. What is this? Ileum. Okay. This is duodenum wall. This is called duodenum part, and jejunum comes to small intestine. Entry some lightly foldings is there. It is called jejunum. Fully coil-like tube is called ileum. Here 70 to 80% food particles will be digested in small intestine, and remaining 20% of food particles means what are the drugs and some medicines and medicinal waters. Some medicinal water and drugs will be absorption into the large intestine. Some medicinal water and drugs will be absorption in the large intestine. Means 70 to 80% will be absorption in the small intestine. Remaining 20% will be absorption will be occurred in large intestine. This is called highly coil-like tube. It is called. What is this? It is called. Ileum. This is ileum will be small intestine directly. It will be connected into the large intestine. So where it will be connected in, the region is called cecum. The region is called It is called cecum. It is called cecum. It is called cecum. So one is the vestigial organ in our body. It is called appendix or appendicitis. Appendix or appendicitis. Appendix or appendicitis. This is the vestigial organ in our body. It is having symbiotic bacteria. So whenever we will eat some different types of spicy foods, that's time, so it will be damaged. So the 24 hours the pain will become. It is also called appendix. This is also called appendix. In 24 hours the vestigial organ will be removing in our body. In case it is not removing, it is to be break that appendix. It is to spread out in our stomach, and we will also to be die. So here this is called appendix, this is called cecum. This is a vestigial organ in our body. Human beings is having, or carnivorous is having, it is a small finger like structure, means it is a vestigial organ in our body. But herbivorous animals, it is very useful in our herbivorous animals, because of it is a long size or long tube like structure in herbivorous animals. Okay, so the herbivorous animals is having a symbiotic bacteria also to be present. In this tube. It is very useful for herbivorous, not human beings and carnivores. Okay, it is small finger like structure. And next, here the cecum will be connected into the large intestine. Sigmoid colon, and it's coming to rectum, and finally anus. This is called ascending colon, and this is called transverse colon, and this is called descending colon, and this is called sigmoid colon. This is called rectum. This is anus. And one more thing is there. In anus sphincter is there, and rectum before, and sigmoid colon. The sigmoid colon means is, so one more sphincter is called anal sphincter. Then it comes throughout anus. So this is the one-way gut process. So once we will eat, it never comes out. It directly goes to anus through outside. Through anus in outside. Once mouth will be started, and through anus will outside. That is called fecal matter. Okay. So this is the digestion and absorption of the anatomy of digestion. Only it will be digestion. Anatomy of digestion. So tomorrow we will discuss what are the glands. Are present inside and outside. It will be supported to the digestion. Then later, physiology of absorption. We will discuss later. Thank you.